All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you are watching this video and where you are watching from. You are welcome to Newer Forest YouTube channel. If you are here for the very first time, please hit the subscribe button. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you and welcome back. Please give this video a like so that this video will be recommended to other traders as well. All right, today's topic: how and why I lost my first Profem challenge. Okay, why and how I lost my first Profem account challenge. All right, so now let's go straight to the all right. What are Profem? Someone may like to ask. For someone that have not heard about Profem before, if you are hearing the word Profem for the very first time, all right, so I would like to throw a little more light on what Profems are and what they do. All right, so in some of my video, I think I've talked about Profem one or two of my videos. If you have not watched some of those videos, please try and watch them. Okay, so Profems are institution. Okay, let's say now, for example, let's say back in the days, whenever someone wants to trade the FS market, okay, after acquiring the skills of trading, there is always one problem, which is the capital to trade the FS market, especially those from Africa. Okay, that is why you see forex trading is just a skill now that is just a bit common now in Africa of recently. If you check, like say in the past 10 15 years back, 20 years back, forex trading is not common in Africa. Why? Because of this is one of the reasons. Okay, this is one of the reasons because of the capital required to trade the FS market. Most of the Africans that are from the developing countries, they don't have the capitals required to trade this FX market. Okay, so because they don't have the $10,000, the $20,000, the $100,000, the $200,000, the $600,000 to trade the FX market, so that alone scared them out of the market, scared them out of forex trading. Okay, but now prop firms are industry now that have come to bridge that gap. Okay, what are prop firms? What bridging the gap? How? Bridging the gap in the sense that prop firms now are giving traders money to trade the FS market. Okay, then what are prop firms? What do they do? Prop firms are industry or companies that give professional forex traders capital to trade the FS market. Underline the team word I'm using, professionals. Okay, why did I say professional? Because you must be tested and trusted. Okay, you will be tested and proven before you will be given the funds to trade the FS market. All right, so this prop firm, what they do is that they ask you to bring a certain amount to buy a certain account size. For example, now if I want to trade $200,000 account size and all I have is just $1,000, so instead of me to start trading those 1,000 that $1,000 and be wasting people in a longer time, so I can use that $1,000 to acquire a profit account of 200k and trade that 200k, whichever profit I make from that profit account. For example, now if I trade the profit account, let's say in 1 month or 2 months I was able to make 10%. 10% of 200k is going to give me $20,000, sorry, 200k, $20,000, which is the 10%. So now you will make more profit compared to someone that decide to be trading that is $1,000. The one that is trading that $1,000, it may take him or her more time to get to that 20k that you just made within a short time. Why? Because you are trading a bigger account size. Okay, so and there's no there is no it's not more longer a analogy that when you need big capital to make good monies in FS market, because the 5 pip that you are making, that you are catching, or let me say the 20 50 pips that you are catching and you are making $5, another person is catching 50 pips and is making $50,000. Why? Because of account size. Okay, so for you to make it big in this forex market, you need to trade a bigger account size, and for you to get this bigger account size, when you don't have the physical cash to buy to fund your portfolio to that amount, you go through the profit challenge. Okay, so this profit, what they do is that you bring the certain amount 1,000 to get 200k account size. So by the time they give you this account size, they will give you a demo account. Okay, so the demo account, it has two phases. Okay, so they will give you a challenge. That's why I say they give professional traders capitals to trade the FS. So how are they going to know that you are really a professional? That is where the challenge comes in. They'll give you two-phase challenge. Those two-phase challenge, they have the evaluation and the verification. So in the evaluation stage, that is the first stage where you make 8%. obeying all their rules and regulations. Okay, so you don't have to have a maximum drawdown more than 5% per day, and overall drawdown of most profile industry, I think 10 to 12 overall drawdown. So why the daily drawdown is 5%? If you can keep to these rules, okay, and make 8% at the first stage, then you'll be given another demo account to trade the phase 2. Okay, so in the phase 2 you will have to trade the phase 2 in 60 days to make another 5% of that account size. For example, now you are trading $100,000 account challenge. Okay, now you are trading $100,000 account challenge. You have to make 8% of it in the first month. Sorry, I said from the first month. The first phase, you have to make 8%. So that 8% is going to be 8,000. So after making that in the second phase, which is the phase 2, and that first phase, you have to make that 8% in 30 days. You have 30 days to make that 8%. And if you are in profit or you are above the initial capital, you are not in drawdown, if you don't meet up in that 30 days, you can apply for a retake. Okay, then you can apply for an extension. So the challenge will be extended again with another 30 days again for you to pass that means the account balance will be reset for you to pass that 30, for you to pass the phase 1. So immediately you pass the phase 1, you'll be given another account to trade and pass the phase 2. The phase 2, which is verification, for them to know that if really you know what you are doing or what you did at the first stage, which is the phase 1, was a fluke or by mistake. So in this phase 2, you have to make 5%, okay, lesser targets compared to the phase 1. Phase 1 you have to make 8%, phase 2 you have to make 5%. So before you be funded live. So it is when you pass the second phase that you'll be funded live. Alright, the purpose of this video now today, how I lost my first ever Profem account at the verification stage after passing the evaluation stage. Alright, now let's go straight to the points. One of the reasons why I lost it after passing the first phase of the challenge, now going to the phase 2, which is the verification stage, which was supposed to be easier, I started making some silly mistakes due to euphoria. I started having this consciousness that everything I do, any trade I take must definitely go in my way. Euphoria. That is why sometimes I tell some newbies that a winning streak is a challenge. It's a big problem to a newbie that doesn't know how to handle it. I got this from a book that I'm reading, or a book that I've read, and a book that I always continue to read, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Okay, so in one of his books, he said that when a trader got to that zone where euphoria set in, where you think that everything you do in the market works for you, the market, you are, in fact, you start thinking like as if you are the one that controls the market. At that point, that was what was all in my mind, because in the first phase, all the trades that I take, everything went in my way. So because of that, I was a bit overconfident that everything that I do now works for me. Euphoria set in. So the first reason there was that euphoria set in. So when the euphoria set in, I started making some silly mistake, started disobeying my trading rules, started disobeying my trading plan, started taking some silly decision out of my trading plan. Okay, why? Because I was still like the winning streak entered my head and euphoria set in. Okay, so I was overhyped, overconfident that nothing, my strategy is working 100%. So now with one trade, I can pass the profit in one day. I can risk the 5% in one trade because I am very sure that this trade will go well. Euphoria. I always tell traders, be careful when you get to that stage, because when you get to that stage, the loss that you will make will overshadow all the profits you've made before. For example, now you take 10 trades. Those 10 trades go your way. Me, most at times now, what I do now, when I'm having a winning streak, okay, when I'm having a winning streak, sometimes I make withdrawal. It's one of the strategies that I just realized of recently. Cash out. When you make a series of profits, cash out and stick to your trading plan. Don't ever say because you are making a series of winning, you should tweak your trading plan or increase your risk appetite. No, that is what I did. So because euphoria have set in, I increased my risk appetite. So instead of risking the normal risking the normal risk size that I'm supposed to risk in my trading plan, which is 0.5% on every trade, I started risking 3%. That was so outrageous. So, and the first trade I used that 3% for hit Excel. So at that stage, another thing set in, which was fear. Oh my god. So at that point, that was when I realized that I have not really mastered my psychology. I've not really mastered the game of my psychology. I have a good winning strategy, yes. I have a proper trading plan, yes. But I needed the right psychology to follow the proper trading plan. Because now my psychology have been tweaked in a way that greed have set in and fear have also set in. The greed that set in, that was euphoria. Overconfidence set in. Because of that, I started using overlord size, and using that overlord size, I made a huge loss that also made fear to set in. So at this point in time, my psychology was being affected gradually. Okay, from there I reduced the lot size again to 0.05. I took the trade again. After taking that trade again on 0.05, that one went profits. Now instead of me to continue with that 0.05, I started looking for reasons why the trade went against me. I started seeing reasons. Okay, it's because I did not do this, I did not do this, I did not do this. Okay, after doing those things, I decided to go again with the full force of that 3% again. That 3% took me to another drawdown again. So that was how my psychology was affected. Okay, so before the 60 days, I couldn't meet up. So getting close to the 60 days of this verification stage, knowing that I'm already in drawdown, there's no way the prof firm will allow me to retake the test. So I started trading under pressure to meet up. So I lost that account as a result of one, euphoria, overconfidence, and secondly, my psychology. I didn't follow my trading plan. So, and that was as a result of the euphoria that set in. Okay, so, and that leads to unnecessary pressure. Why? Because I was already on drawdown trying to meet up. So, and that was how I lost my first Profem account. And if you are still watching this video to this very end, thank you. You are the best. Please give this video a like and a thumb up. And if you are a returning subscriber, give this video a like. And if you are a new visitor, I will encourage you to give this channel a subscribe. Thank you. You are the best. See you in my next video.